All right, what's going on, guys? So listen, right, today I want to create a new video for this channel that I'm honestly just now creating. This is my very first video for M.B.S.U, right? And it's been an idea of mine for a long time now. It's been more than just a YouTube channel. For me, it's been a way of life, you know, and by way of life, I literally mean exactly that. I mean, first and foremost, we got the M. The M is what? Your mind, right? So everything involving your mind, it can be involving, you know, the way that you build your foundation of whether you have grit, whether you're consistent, just whether you like intellect, knowledge, things of that sort. So it'll be everything from that to range into how you build yourself as a man in general. So that's the mind. And then you go into the body. What is the body? So the body is literally what we all have. We only have one. So what I live by is this motto of health is wealth. It's so simple, it's so basic and mundane, but it's true. Because without your body, what wealth do you have? What wealth can you build? You have no health. If you have no body, you can't build any wealth. It doesn't matter about how many millions or billions you have. If you have an ill body, then there's nothing that money can do for you. So at the end of the day, I practice being the best version of myself within choosing good eating habits, healthy eating habits. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I'm not going to say that I have the best diet in the world. By all means, I don't. I am vegan, but there are some pros and some cons to that as well. It's not just this perfect diet that a lot of people think it is. It's just simply not that. Now, in regards to that too, I'll go a little deeper in that, you know, in the future about my diet and what I really eat. You know, I plan on putting those types of videos on this channel as well. But also just the soul, right? So we got mind, body, and then the S. What is the S? The S is the soul. So for our soul, we're talking about spiritual practices. We're talking about everything involving just how you interact with the world, the perception that you have of the world. Because I believe that that's all your spirit is. It's the way that you perceive the world to be. So if you perceive the world to be this negative place, essentially that's what it's going to be to you. It's going to be exactly what you think of it as. But if you see the world as being this positive place and it's exactly that, then that's exactly what you get out of it. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to view it in a negative way, you're just going to get that, bro. And that's kind of what that is. And that's what I believe the soul is for. And honestly, like I said, for me, it's very spiritual based. So everything that I do to get grounded or whatever it might be, to keep myself present in the moment, to keep myself uplifted, constantly believing in myself, believing in a higher power. Because I understand one key important thing, bro. And that's this. If you're going to be doing anything to any value in this life, you're going to need to believe in something that's higher than you, right? Because essentially it's going to come to a point in which you only extend so far. And because you only extend so far, that power that you have, that source, can only extend so far. You need to view something outside of yourself to be more powerful than you, that you get your power from, so that you could then see the world in a different light and gain infinite amounts of power. For me, I believe in the universe. I believe that there is a creator. I believe that we are the universe. I am the universe. You are who is watching the universe. Everybody's universe. And for me, I'm very patient with it. The way that I look at it in a way in which I'm willing to learn from anything, anyone. I can learn from a leaf. I can learn from a person. I was just telling my mom about this. It doesn't have to be always verbal. Sometimes, have you ever had that feeling in which somebody came to you and they told you exactly what you felt like you needed to hear? You see what I'm saying? But you just didn't know how and in which way it would come to you, but you felt like you needed to hear it and somebody came to you and said it. That's that feeling. So I'm basing everything off of like just understanding that the universe, God, the creator, speaks to me in many different ways. It doesn't have to be just from a person. It can be an animal. But most of the times, in order to even receive these messages, you have to slow yourself down. You have to slow your life down. In order to do that, you have to calm down. You have to breathe. You have to be in the moment with a lot of the things. And you have to understand what's negative, what's positive. You have to use discernment with a lot of things. And a lot of people don't have that. So that's something that I also want to teach is just how to typically really develop discernment, right? And how to see what's good for you and what's bad for you. A lot of people can see it, but their minds are clouded by the ego. You know, a lot of people have this idea of what they already know is negative for them, what they already know is bad for them, but they'll still choose to do it because maybe it feels good. Maybe it takes their mind off of something. It gives them an escape route. All of these things are things that we're going to talk about in this channel. For now, I just wanted to give you guys the ground rules, the basics, and pretty much just explaining to you what the whole idea behind M.B.S.U is for. Like I said, the M is for the mind, the body is for the B, right? The soul is for the S. And then the last but not least letter is the U. And this recently was something that was more or less created by my honestly my best friend, man. Somebody I look at as a brother, and his name is Jalen. You know, you guys will pretty much see him pretty soon on the channel and things of that sort. He'll come through, he'll share his bit of knowledge, his bits of experiences with you guys and things of that sort. But it's more or less just like I said, man, it's for unitedness, you know. And in this world in which so many people we are all based upon what we do as groups. You know, we have a classroom, it's a room full of people who are all in that room for the same purpose. You see what I'm saying? Now, it may not always be the case in younger school and middle school and things of that sort, high school. Most of the time, kids are just there for just whatever. But typically when you're working, people are all there to what? Make money. People are all there for certain things. So we are all judged based off of what we do in groups. And honestly, that unitedness aspect, bro, is really what I want to bring to just this whole mind, body, soul thing. Because the more and the sooner that we have this idea of being united with developing ourselves and things of that sort, it'll be a lot easier, more accessible, and people will want to do it more on a daily basis. People won't look at it as such a chore. It doesn't have to be a chore to be the best version of yourself. It can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be a chore. So that's something that I'm going to develop, and I'm going to put inside of this whole little channel, bro, that I really want people to just grasp and grab onto. And I know that'll come, you know, like even for me, I'm going to go more into depth of what I am. Like I said, what I stand for, the morals that I have, my spiritual practices, what I use to keep me grounded, keep me disciplined, keep me believing in myself, keep me uplifted. I'm going to definitely implement all of that into this channel. But honestly, bro, that was really what I wanted from this first video. It was more or less just an introduction. And like I said, bro, my name is Terry. I'm gonna be the guy that's pretty much making all the videos behind this channel, but more or less I want this channel to be a documentary upon my entire life, bro. The things that I'm doing that are good, things that I'm doing that are bad. I'm gonna have full transparency with you guys on things that I'm doing that are fucked up that I know I shouldn't be doing, you know. And I'm gonna have that transparency because I want you guys to know that everything in this world is not perfect. Everything is not perfect. What you see on the internet is most likely 9 times out of 10 not what it seems. It's not what it seems to be. But a lot of people pursue and have these lives in which they want the world to see that it's perfect. We all know it's not perfect. When you turn the camera off, whatever it might be, when you put the phone down, you realize that your life is not perfect. The same person that's creating these videos that seems to be perfect, it's not perfect. They realize the same thing. So the whole idea behind it is, like I said, bro, we want to build that unity. We want to build that idea of just making development essential. Notice how I didn't say fun. It will be fun when you get more experience with it, but it's not fun in the beginning because it's seen as a chore until you reprogram your mind. So, like I said, bro, the whole goal behind it is more or less just us starting to build the habits of building your mind, building your body, and building your soul. Essentially, when you do those things, bro, I'm telling you, everything else around you is literally going to fall into place. And I'm telling you this before I'm rich. I'm not even rich right now. Yeah, I'm not. Right now, guys, I'm a regular guy. I'm 21 years old, bro. Shit, I live in Illinois, Chicago suburbs. You know, I'm a guy that is trying to pursue success, just like whoever's watching this video right now. You're trying to pursue it, bro. I'm on the same type of timing that you're on. And we're no different, by all means. But I guarantee you one thing, bro. The only way we're going to get there is by consistently doing the shit that you have to do every single day. You got to do it sometimes like you love it. You might hate doing it, bro, but you have to do it because why? It's going to build these traits, right? Everybody talks about traits. All the success gurus, they always talk about you need consistency, you need discipline, you need to be able to have great work ethic, you need to be trustworthy. The way that I look at it is like this. I look at them like they're badges of honor. View your traits that you want to develop and add to your character, almost as if you're building your character from scratch. View them as if they're badges of honor. I don't know if you've ever been in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, but when they earned certain skills, they would get a badge for it. And they would put it on their vest and everybody would see it. Just like in the Army. right? Just like in the Army, all these, maybe you have the colonel, he has a certain type of badge on him. You got the private, the general, they all got certain types of badges. Soldiers, they have badges. Now, these badges, all they are is literally just showing the world who you are. It's putting what on your sleeve, your status, right? Your traits are the same way for the world to see, except they're not badges. They are literally viewed in your character. In daily basis, in daily life, people can view your traits by the actions that you take. So if you're telling someone, hey, listen, man, look, I'm going to be on time tomorrow. I'm going to be here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you don't do it, essentially, you're showing people that you have the traits of not being honest, not being trustworthy. So now you're dishonest. That's the trait that you do have that you're displaying on your sleeve. It can easily be changed, but it's going to have to be self-analyzed. You have to work through it. So when you view these traits as if they're just badges of honor, it becomes easier to start developing these badges of honor that we want to have on our sleeve. Because it simply is, like I said, a status symbol on your sleeve, showing the world that you are trustworthy, showing the world that you are honest, showing the world that you can do what it is that you say you can do, being competent. All of these things are on your sleeve when you are becoming the person that you know you have to be that person, to have that badge. So for instance, if you want to earn the badge of honor of consistency, you have to show up every day. Whether you want to do it or whether you don't want to do it, you have to show up. It's going to be fun sometimes, it's going to be boring sometimes. Either way, regardless, you have to make sure your fucking body is just there. Just make sure your body's there. That's literally it. And what you do by that is literally just force your mind to just say, hey, look, bro, I know you don't want to do it, but you got to get up anyway. You have to do it. So just do it. You know, save yourself the trouble, bro. Just literally just do it. And that's consistency. You talk about work ethic, bro. Work ethic, be in the moment. If you want to improve your work ethic, bro, at anything that you're doing, maybe you're a basketball player, you want to train harder in practice, you literally have to be in the moment. Take your mind off of whatever you want to do afterwards. Take your mind off your girl, take your mind off the game, take your mind off the stress that you might have going on, bills. You literally have to be in the moment and say, look, this is what I'm doing right now. So let me be fully immersed in it and let me give it my all. Yes, it's going to require effort, but that's the whole point. So literally give it all your effort, be in the moment, and just grind, bro. Just work at it. And little by little, bro, work harder this time. If you ran maybe a 10-second 40-yard dash one time, say try to go for maybe 8 on the next one. You know, incrementally improve. That's the whole goal, just to incrementally improve. It's not always about big leaps. So make that little incremental improvement, bro, and literally get on to the next. Now, like I said, that's pretty much the same for any other trait or badge of honor, like I call them, that you want to develop and add to your character, bro. All you got to do is literally just become it, just do it, incrementally write it down on maybe a piece of paper and just do it every day. Make it a habit, make it a daily essential. As you do that, bro, naturally you'll start developing those things that you want to achieve in this life. So I'm pretty much going to leave it there. And that's going to be the first video, man. Like I said, my name is Terry. And yeah, bro, like, shoot, just stay tuned, bro, with the great content. Stay tuned. If you want to really improve yourself, you're on the same frequency as me, by all means, bro, stay tuned to the videos. Keep watching. You know, don't quit on your self-development, bro. It's very important. And it should be a lifestyle. It shouldn't be something that's just 1 day long, 2 days long, a week long. Bro, make it a lifestyle, bro. And yes, you're going to get knocked down. You have to get up. It's just a part of life. Especially if you're a man, get up, bro. So, let's get it going, bro. Y'all be smooth, man.